I think we need your microphone turned on there.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Much better, huh? All right. Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you so much for having this committee. As boring as it was for me, I understand this is very necessary. Thank you so much to the young lady in purple over there. She's a stickler for words. I am myself, because that's when it boils down to attorneys in the end. If it's not worded properly, attorneys have a field day with this, and I don't like spending out a lot of billable hours myself. But my question today is, how do people who are victims of non-consensual human experimentation by the military get protection? There's something called directed energy weaponry terrorism. Several people are complaining of being victims of these weapons that the military has developed with microwave frequencies, using satellites, using radio towers, where they're actually attacking parts of the human anatomy. 2 young men actually committed mass shootings. Aaron Alexis, he was the September 16, 2013 Navy Yard shooter. The young man complained for several months of being attacked with these weapons before going to work armed with a shotgun and murdering 12 people. I do not condone the violence, but his motive is very valid. Myron May was a successful trial attorney. Well, on November 20th, the guy quit his job, went to Florida State where he graduated college, shot 3 people, did a 2.5-hour YouTube video. These motives are uncommon. I personally interviewed former CIA engineer Dr. Robert Duncan, who's helped with the research and development of these technologies, and he's admitting that the military is using these weapons against American citizens in non-consensual human experimentation. So how would I get help from you guys? What do I need to provide to you to actually get help? Now understand, this is not experimentation where someone's drawing blood from my arm and we have that physical evidence. This is not me going to sign some kind of form. There is no form actually being signed for this. We're actually just randomly selected. We can't even get a fair mental evaluation. As soon as you tell someone, you know what, I'm hearing this voice in the cochlear in my inner ear, but they have this technology, and this guy who's admitting that the military is doing this, you're immediately called what? Schizophrenic. And as soon as we say it's the military, with all the evidence, with all the patents that they have, guess what happens then? We are then considered delusional. I have one patent here that I'm going to read to you, and you can tell me what you think about this. This is actually considered the Voice to Skull U.S. patent 6470214, December 13th, 1996. No microchip implant needed to inflict artificial hearing of voices in the human brain using frequency waves. What are these people doing? Voice of God? Is that a complex? Or, this is really happening to us. How do we get help from you guys? And the room goes silent. Crickets.
Yeah, I very much appreciate your concerns, of course, in the complexity. And so I, at least personally as chair of this committee, I'm not sure what role this committee might have in addressing that. Our mandate is not to review specific allegations of research misconduct or inappropriate or unethical research, even though it might seem that this could conceivably be a platform for that type of concern.
Well, these wouldn't actually be allegations if I have someone who's a whistleblower admitting this is happening, correct? That means that this is factual. Here's the guy right here, Robert Duncan. He's admitting this is happening. I can call him right now on the phone. So, I have someone who's admitting this is happening, so this is not an allegation. How do, what does it take? What information do I need to provide? Do I need to drag him down here himself? Do I need to bring 100 victims into this room and have them sit here and not leave until you guys actually understand what is going on? Do I have to have two other people on my t-shirt committing mass shootings? Do victims have to continuously commit suicide because they're not getting fair mental evaluations, their families are not listening to them? Come on. What can we do about this? I don't want to come up here next year, be saying the same thing to you with 2 other people on my t-shirt and tell you, you know what? Do you remember last year at this time? I warned you, I told you, I'm presenting information. What more, what can we do? There's got to be something you guys can do. This is supposed to be the Secretary Advisory Committee for Human Research Protection, correct? Human research protection, I'm a human, I am being researched. In the interview, Robert Duncan says, your project, I'm sorry for that. So that means that I'm not sitting up here making allegations, I'm not accusatory, I'm not sitting up here being a conspiracy theorist. That means that I have someone who's actually seen this stuff happen to me. God, I wanted to use another word right there, but that's what came out. Okay, but what can we do? It's got to be something you guys can do. You can't just sit up here and tell me there's nothing you can do. It's got to be something.
if it is, you know, there was a study that the Department of Defense is actually conducting or funding, there is a unit, an office of the Department of Defense that is designed to look into those things. So we could certainly provide you with contact information of the people there, and they can tell you what information they would need before they would actually investigate it.
Perfect. That's what I mean. There is a solution. There is a solution. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Can I get the information after?
Yeah, we can get
All right.
contact information on how to reach you and give you the information.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.